Hey everybody. So I don't know where you follow me on social media, but if you follow me, you know that over the last few weeks I've been saying that I'm working on a special project just for you. And when I said just for you, I meant for us, for Black people specifically. So this is a message for Black people. If you are not a Black person, you can hang out, you can watch. There might be a little something at the end for you as well, but this is really for them, for us. I'm going to use that interchangeably a little bit. I wanted to share with you what this project is and what the origins of the project were. I started working on it about 6-7 weeks ago, and this was in the aftermath of Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery's murder had just come to light to the rest of us. That happened in February, but we didn't really know what was going on to that video surface. And then in the process, there was George. So shortly after the Ahmaud moment, everyone was we all were hurt by it, obviously. And I think it was that weekend was the same weekend as the Jill Scott, Erykah Badu verses. So I logged on to watch it. And I had been feeling really hopeless, right? And helpless and wanting to know what I could do or if I could do anything and what that looks like. So I logged on to IG Live like the rest of you to watch this battle. And this was not a battle. Truly what it was fellowship. It was this outpouring of love. And there was a familiarity there and the kind of love that you can only get from like your aunties or your cousins. And it was like a warm blanket that day. And I walked away from that experience thinking, that's what we need. That's what we need so much more of right now. So I wanted to make something that was going to speak to that. And I wanted to give it some thought. So that was one lane. But then I also started to think about us as a collective. I think one of the things that we don't consider, and when I say we, I mean us, is that every time there's one of these incidents, we are collectively traumatized. You know, the incident happens, we coalesce around each other, we try to start some collective healing, and as that process begins, or we're in the middle of it, there's another incident. We lose another one of us to state-sanctioned violence or violence from someone who is, state adjacent. And seeing Black bodies on a loop is traumatizing. There is a collective trauma that happens. And what we fail to realize is the long-term effects that's going to have on all of us as a people, as a nation, as families, as individuals. So I really began to meditate on how to address that and who's addressing that. And do we know how to address that? And do we know where to go and what to do? There were a lot of open questions for me. So the main question that I continued to sit with and meditate on was, how do we encourage each other to establish self-care rituals while acknowledging our collective trauma in light of national events? What does affirmation, action, and education look like when what we have previously known as activism changes so rapidly? So my thought was, let's give people a new tool to fight something they've been fighting just as long as oppression. Ash. Let's remind them through fragrance and messaging that they are seeds that can only be buried temporarily and that their well-being, especially their mental health, is important. That said, what have I been working on? I am very happy to present to you Black Love, a new body butter with a mission. Black Love as a fragrance is designed to ground you in the greatness and the hope dreamed up for you by the ones that came before. It's a celebration of the kind of love that we can only give to each other, rooted in shared experiences and survival. It's a new moment for a brand new world. And to ensure that House Urban is walking its talk, a portion of every jar of Black Love sold this summer will be going to an organization called BEAM, Black Emotional and Mental Health Collective. BEAM's mission is to bring healing, justice, and mental health resources to Black people where they are right now. And aside from ongoing events and programs, they also train people in the community, like barbers and hairstylists, on how to engage with their clients and escalate if they need be around mental health issues. I am so excited to be working with BEAM on this project, and I hope that you'll consider supporting them not only through purchases of Black Love, but directly. Black Love is available for pre-order at houseurban.com right now, and if you happen to pick it up, please feel free to share using the hashtag BeamBlackLove. Please, take care of yourselves, reach out to your brothers and sisters, show them a little Black love. I'm very excited to share this with you. Happy Juneteenth, and I'll see you soon.